yes, we will do the chapter 4 of the King's Indian Attack course in a few days, but for now we are looking at the honest reviews that people have been submitting onto Pokemon Champions, sorry, because yeah, I just started playing the game because everything has been like radio silent for eternity by now, and because of that, there hasn't been anything to upload as of late. So I gave the game a try simply because like I knew I had to attempt competitive Pokemon at some point, but the problem was I knew for a fact that the game was obviously going to be pay to win. The pay to win elements of the game thankfully doesn't get all that egregious until you move up the ranks a little bit. So once you get to Great Ball, the pay to win gets a lot more egregious, and it gets more and more egregious as you go up the ladder. But thankfully in the early stages, the pay to win doesn't get nearly as egregious as I originally thought. And yeah, we'll look at the reviews now.
While it does have its nostalgic side to things, like how it is with its battle sequence and the Pokemons, this is, I'm trying to read it word for word, by the way, so Pokemons, this is simply just too chaotic, unenjoyable game to play. Almost every attack you do is either countered by a Pokemon that either doesn't have the speed check to have it go first, or that every attack is simply reduced to barely anything.
Lots of people are going like, oh, there must be some kind of there must be some kind of thing that enables this kind of not at all, no, because I tried this game and like I knew for a fact that like I even had to look up how to make sure to get Frosslass, and thankfully Frosslass is available for free at the beginning of the game, and yeah, thankfully you can get Mega Frosslass, one of the biggest meta mons in the game, and thankfully you can get her for free, and thankfully you can get her for free at the beginning, and the Mega Stone that you need for her doesn't cost all that much, so you know it's like she's one of the meta staples that you will be able to get for free. That's the one thing that I can upload the game for, but that's about it. Like even then, like Frosslass has like the mega evolution. I train it to have like the highest speed there ever is. I train it to be the fastest thing in the universe, and like and I also make sure to like get like, what was it? Yeah, I train it to be the fastest thing in the universe, and I also make sure to get the what was the thing again? Yeah, I make sure to make full use of the snow with Aurora Veil and everything, and like I even try to get a couple mons for like Tailwind and or what have you, and so on and so forth. And despite the Tailwind and the Aurora Veil up, like some of the mons, like we're not even talking like agility or any of the moves that can like increase their speed. We're not even talking about Trick Room. There's no Trick Room to be had. Sometimes there is Trick Room, and then Trick Room is like super OP, and then there's nothing that you can do to stop it, which is all the more, which makes the whole game all the more egregious. But that's another story for another time. But like, there's no Trick Room, there's no agility, there's no ability that makes them go faster or anything, and somehow in Tailwind, my Frosslass gets outsped and one shot in Trick Room and Snow. The game is just a lot of the people are saying like, oh, the game is busted. The game is busted. Yeah, the game pretty much is busted. Like how on earth is Frosslass getting outsped in Snow and Tailwind? Like it has the fastest speed in the universe and everything else. And like there's no way. Like the mons are like the mons that I was up against were like they're like they're not even someone like they're not even known for having the fastest speed. They're like I was outsped by an Aggron at one point. I was outsped by an Aggron at one point. I was outsped by a bunch of dragons at one point. There are some dragons that are faster, but like the only example I can think of is like what, Garchomp maybe, but the rest of them are not that fast. Like unless you're talking about like maybe Dragonite, but then maybe Dragonite, but then you would have to like EV train it to get it. You have to like EV train it to like get it fast enough. So it's like
the matching for any battle is just absurd. It'll place you with bots within the first couple of matches and set you up with real players. There's a lot to digest with this first review. The best line of this though is almost every attack you do is either countered by a Pokemon that either doesn't have the speed check to have it go first, or that every attack is simply reduced to barely anything. So homie's complaining about protect, and homie's complaining about getting...
No, it's not even about protect. Like very few people even run protect, like including myself. Like I run protect, but like very few people do.
Red. And you know what? I can agree with them. Masa says this game is like any other Pokemon game when it comes to fighting mechanics, except I can't help but notice or feel like the odds are stacked against me. It's like I have no luck on my side with the game. All right, Masa just played competitive Pokemon for the first time. My Quick Claw doesn't work like it should. I'm constantly getting killed back to back as if I'm some type of noob playing Pokemon.
Okay, this one's a little bit of a get good situation, only because Quick Claw has a very low chance of activating, so you already have to put it on like one of your fastest mons to get it to work. And even then it's like again, Frosslass already has the Mega Stone, so we can't put it on her. So I think I had it on my first Rotom at one point. That ended up being one of the mons that ended up using Quick Claw because like there wasn't anything else I could use. And like I did try Choice Scarf at one point, but Choice Scarf ended up being too limiting when it comes to like moves and what have you. So it's like so we ended up having to drop Quick Claw entirely. No, not Quick Claw. Choice Scarf entirely, and like
definitely doesn't make the game fun. I've waited for this game, and to see this turns me off from playing. You've been warned. Did you find this helpful? Yes. Yes, I did.
It's very helpful.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I'll be sitting here doing... This is a legitimate complaint, too. Masa, this is the realest complaint so far. I'll be sitting here doing a 4-hour stream with Decidueye with Scope Lens, has a 50% chance to crit.
That's real.
And he does not crit the whole game. I'll feel you, Masa. I didn't enjoy this game. There is no proper tutorial explaining what to do with the coupons or even where to find and use them.
The coupons are self-explanatory, but there are major problems elsewhere that it does cover some stuff about priority moves, and it does cover the tutorials do cover some stuff about party moves, and it does cover some stuff about like what else is there? Super effectiveness, and like it only covers like the really bare bones of Pokemon battling. Like, it doesn't do nearly enough to like help people prepare, and it's like and there are so few tutorials even available, and like the rewards you get is basically peanuts. That's another problem that you're going to run into playing this game.
Is that true? Like, I'm gonna be honest, I clicked A during all the tutorials. Is that true?
I mean, they're kind of like self-explanatory, but it never tells you what to do with them. I don't believe so.
Overall, the experience feels confusing and not very engaging. The older Nintendo games, Pokemon were far better. They had gym leaders to challenge, Team Rocket as Plaza, and other trainers to battle along the way. The training your Pokemon was generally fun and rewarding. This game just doesn't capture the same excitement or sense of progression.
There is some valid criticism regarding this, because yeah, the Pokemon in the Pokemon games and the main series games, they had opportunities to allow you to catch the Pokemon you wanted, but this doesn't have that. This is all just random, and a lot of the Pokemon that were put in there are just bloat, which is super unnecessary, and they're making it obvious that this is going to be a gacha game more so than an actual like competitive game. Like they made it super obvious that this game is a lot more pay to win and loot based than actual like the game design is so horrible.
This dude does not like laddering. This dude wants to play in-game solo. They want single player. And I'm not gonna lie, there definitely should be some version of fighting bots or whatever the it is.
Fighting bots is like secondary. The real problem is like you just never get the mons you want. And you have to waste so many tickets, and you have to waste so many tickets and so many like refreshes just to even, you don't even get the mons you want, even if you use like affinity tickets and what have you. Like chances of you getting the actual mons you want, like say Whimsicott, is like basically zero.
In game, because they got, you know, Professor Forehead on the starting screen telling you to click
Tatora.
Click all this. You know what I'm talking about, that girl. I don't know her name, but
I'm not sure.
It's the girl with the forehead.
The girl at the desk. I'll be looking back there. She always got some smart.
She's not a professor. She's just a receptionist of the gym you get to take over.
She got some smart to say, you know, her forehead a little high, and that's fine too. But like, we have this lore in the game. I get it. I feel it. But I might want to recommend you, you know, to all the other games out there that you could play when it comes to Pokemon. I feel you though. They threw balance out the window just to shorten game timers. Not enough characters here for everything, but worst offenders guaranteed crits against setup mods if you take advantage of your opponent's passive plays.
Swords Dance, Nasty Plot, that's like one of the few things that are problematic. Like, if you look at like the game, like, I know for a fact that there was one YouTuber who made an entire video based on like this guy. No, they basically made a new Pokemon that basically get. They only have one move, which is Metronome, and then they get to like, and that Pokemon gets to have like the craziest look in the game. So it was like guaranteed like busted monsters because the odds were like really good. A lot of what you see in Pokemon Champions is like this, especially like a lot of the guys that managed to get the premium passes and what have you, there's probably some other ways so that you can get more in-game currencies through just paying for stuff. Like, the game is the like, at Pokeball tier, the pay to win doesn't get nearly as egregious, but once you get to Great Ball, like, the pay to win gets far more egregious, because like most of the players that actually dominate the game are like they got all their mons through like Pokemon Home and other apps. Like, chances of you actually getting a good enough like competitive team without spending an extra grand on Swish 2 is literally 0.
More than one use of swords hits or nasty plot or the like in a row guarantees a crit against you.
Actually,
Yeah,
true.
you know, this is facts too, Lauren says. At first, I thought the game would make it fun and creative. It sure did, but turns out the more you play this game, the more you realize that the game is always trying to pair you up with players who will always counter your players.
It's not just a playstyle that counters you, it's literally like the mons and everything, like especially the bots, like they're designed to counter your every single setup. And upon doing additional research, like I ended up realizing that most games intentionally do this just to like keep you like playing the game. The more frustrated you get, the more you end up chasing your win. You end up chasing your one win, and then just like that, you keep losing. You keep losing points. You keep losing ratings and what have you, and it's just super dreadful. The one suggestion that I have for everybody in this case, as soon as you lose 2 games in a row, you should just quit the game for the rest of the day. Just do not open the game ever again until the next day. And by doing that, you allow yourself to like you allow yourself better odds. You're no longer like likely to get countered. There's an entire research that's been done about it. Like I know for a fact that EA has been doing like extensive research on this stuff. Like this stuff should be illegal, but it's not, just because the AAA has all the power in the world, and it's almost a guarantee that they're always going to act in bad faith, and this is what happens. So yeah, just quit the game. Do not open the game ever again until the next day. Just wait until tomorrow to just start playing again, and then you're less likely to get countered. Like there's an entire research on this stuff.
Playstyle. Have you ever wondered how a Dragon, who is slower than a Dragapult, is always able to hit first when clearly the latter has more speed?
Yes, this is another problem with the game. Like we got outsped by an Aggron, okay? We got outsped by an Aggron. He didn't even have agility, he didn't have trick room, none of that stuff. Like he didn't have berries, he didn't have any berries that made him faster, he didn't have abilities that made him faster, like none of that stuff. And like I trained my Mega Frosslass to be like the fastest thing on Earth. And like and I even had Tailwind up, and we got outsped by an Aggron. And we got one shot just like that. So it's like, yeah, there really are some clear game-breaking bugs that are going on in this game.
There was no quick claw or any speed buff. How stupid is that? I'd rather play Power World. No wonder Nintendo wanted them soon.
I want to be faster.
You know what? This is why they need to make items like Choice Specs and Choice Scarf. They need to be accessories on the Pokemon. Hey, give me all the information.
Yeah, they have to be able to see it. You got to be able to show these people so that way they can see it. Oh, did you finish? I didn't read the rest of this. I didn't even read the last 2 sentences.
Bro said, I'd rather play Power World. No wonder Nintendo wanted them sued.
Oh, that's fair.
Nick Horner starts with eh.
The first sentence kind of says it all. The very first sentence says it all.
Bro said, all right, let me say this first word as nonchalant as possible. Back to one-shot mechanics. Feels like first gen all over again. CC means nothing in this game. Also convinced there's a secondary app somewhere that lets you see whose enemy team is picking. There's no way 10 games in a row they always pick the exact 3 counters.
Again, this is probably the game's algorithm at work. Again, if you lose twice in a row, just quit the game. Just quit the game. Just come back tomorrow. Like like everybody needs to like take notice of this. This is part of the game's design. It's to make you as frustrated as possible. Just quit engaging with the game. And just come back tomorrow. Just come back tomorrow. And also, like, yeah, like he said, there's no quick claw. There's no quick claw. There's no tailwind on the opposing side. There's no trick room. There's no they have nothing. Like there's no abilities that they could make them that could make them faster or anything. And like even then, we got outsped by an Aggron. Like let that sink in. We got outsped by an Aggron, despite having EV trained Mega Frosslass to like maximum speed and added Trick Room with the Aurora Veil. And we got outsped and one-shotted, just like that. We got one-shotted in Aurora Veil. Let that sink in.
Yo.
I feel this shit heavy. Not the and the no CC. There's fucking burst damage. There's so much.
Yeah.
There's so much burst damage. There's actually too much burst damage on some mons overall. There also is a move called CC. You know there actually is an app on the on like the Japan side of things. They're actually showing like the most common set. It's like having playing Showdown and then having a thing like showing like the Rambat's tooltip. People are literally using like that. It's pretty crazy. Now.
And that's another thing. There are cheats available in this game already. Like there already is cheat software available in this game, and as soon and there is no report feature, which makes the game all the more egregious. It's very clear that everyone is cheating now. So it's like, what the hell?
I don't think this person's up there in the 2200s playing them. They said they always pick the exact 3 counters. This person is in the wall. They're playing BSS. You're playing BSS and you're just getting. And you know what? I feel that heavy. That's me. That's me. Every season, I feel this. The reason for my 1-star is that I've had multiple experiences where things shouldn't have happened. For example, with Trick Room active, my Coffer should attack first. Then Metagross Quick Claw effect activates. ... Fair. Then for some reason, the enemy's Mega Absol attacks first. Never has it been a case or known that Quick Claw affects the whole team, and yet Mega Absol attacks first with Trick Room.
And this is where he says that it's very likely justified through like Sucker Punch. That can happen sometimes, but upon like I played this game myself like several times, and again it does happen without Sucker Punch. So it's like these things do happen without Sucker Punch, and you end up outsped and one-shotted without Sucker Punch or other priority moves, like much more. Like I know what a lot of the priority moves are, and they didn't even use priority moves, and like you get outsped and one-shotted within like within the first turn of the game, and and it's all because like there was some kind of game-breaking bug. They didn't even use a priority move, and you still got outsped and one-shotted. Like the game is just ridiculous.
All right, so they're getting sucker punched here.
Possible, but not likely.
And they don't know the properties of Sucker Punch, which is fair. Again, you got to remember that's the whole thing of mobile game, right? People are gonna come in and learn. But it's really interesting for me. If I get beat down by something, my initial thought is I'm gonna look up what the hell it is. This homie said, nah, 1 Quick Claw activate, whole team +1 speed. The game is okay, but it's the same as all their other mobile games.
This is just like Unite. It's actually the exact
This is
same.
just like Unite and Pokemon Go and Pokemon Sleep and Magikarp Jump. Build a team, strengthen and battle other people. They have seemed to have given up on the sense of adventure and mystery that built the empire and made it great to begin with. Graphics are great, battle is basic and simplistic. I would enjoy the game better if it was an open world adventure game like the handout games.
Again, the real problem with Pokemon Champions is that the only way to obtain Pokemon is through random chance, and like you don't even get that many great mons. Like the chances of you getting a mod that's like meta level is like next to nothing. Like you have a much better shot at winning Lotto 649. That's how bad the whole situation is. And like most of the mons you get are just bloatware.
That I would stick around and actually play. This game, Lee, is just not for you, my friend. The game is fine, but it blew up my battery. It actually made a noise and my phone turned off and wouldn't charge until I replaced the battery.
I actually got a couple lags in my own games. I genuinely thought the game was going to crash. And yeah, and like even during like local play where it's like it's just when you're facing somebody up against like somebody from the same town, same province and what have you, they're only like a couple kilometers away from you, and you still get it's just intense lag, and like and your game almost ends up crashing and breaking your entire phone. Like they really need to do something with the netcode because well, this is Canada, and like Canada is you already saw my tweets, like you're paying like $100 a month, and the maximum megabits per second is like 0.4 at best. So it's like, so for obvious reasons, it's like, but like they really need to do something with the netcode because like my phone is like not even like my phone doesn't even have any of that stuff downloaded. Like it still has plenty of space, and like and we're still having these lags like non-stop, and it's just getting super annoying.
Keep in mind I played the Monster Hunter mobile game and Division Resurgence. Also, I have more going on under the hood. Never had a game do this before. Pokemon Champions blew up the battery. Yo, what? I'm not gonna lie. This is legitimate 1-star. This is the most legitimate 1-star review we've seen. The game is fine, but it blew up my battery. It actually made a noise, and my phone turned off and wouldn't charge until I replaced the battery.
The game is not fine then. If it blew up my battery, the game is not fine.
Nah, the game's fine, bro, but my battery, that gone. James Papp says, why is it that this game is a habit of finding the perfect team to beat you? The trainer always seems to know.
Again, this is probably the random algorithm, not random. It's probably the algorithm at work. They inject, like, you gotta remember that more than 90% of the opponents you face, like even at Masterable tier, are bots. So it's very likely that the game just injected a lot of like rage-inducing like mechanics to make sure that the opponents you face are like they're always hard countering you, regardless of what Pokemon you run. You always get hard countered because like they want you to stay in the game until you get your one win. Like they intentionally do this just to get a rise out of you. Like just quit the game until tomorrow.
Know what Pokemon you're going to bring, and they know what moves you're going to press. The matchmaking in this game is broken. There's no way 10 trainers in a row get the drop on you right out the gate. Would not recommend. Not fun to play. Limited Pokemon due to the meta develops. Limited music. Literally one battle arena. Worst Pokemon game I played in a long time. Hold up. There's some facts. There's obviously someone who's not that great at the game, which is fine. We all start somewhere. But there is some facts here. These two, limited music and literally only one battle arena, facts. You need to change up. This is starting to feel like Unite. Now the rest of this is unfortunately someone a little newer to it and having to get good. That's it. Game is okay. It reminds me of Pokemon Stadium. However, the connectivity is horrible. It's only an online game, so if you or your opponent has bad connection, then it gets annoying. I do agree as well, by the way, before we read the rest of this, which I'm sure it's going to be great. This game should not just be only online. I should be able to at least play some NPCs offline. Like, let me play versus the bots and get the bots progressively stronger. You don't even have to give me anything out of it. Just let me fight. I did a match where I was about to win. My opponent didn't even send out their last Pokemon. The match just ended out of nowhere and it said I lost. Edit, never mind. The game is bad. Full speed, still go last. Numbers don't make sense. I play Pokemon as a kid. This doesn't add up. Good thing it's free.
And again, there is some truth to this. Like, imagine getting outsped by a mon that shouldn't outspeed you. And again, they didn't run any priority moves. They didn't run any priority like abilities or trick room or any of that. Like they didn't even have quick claw or any of that stuff. They didn't even have choice scarf. And they somehow still outspeed you and you get one-shotted just like that. There really are some horrible game-breaking bugs in this game, and like they really need to do something. But the chances of them actually doing anything about this is literally zero, because they want you to be frustrated. That's the other problem.
Yo, man, the choice scarf is doing unrepairable damage. The choice scarf is doing unrepairable damage to every generation. I think the reason we don't have local multiplayer is
again, like they show you what items your opponent is running, and like, yeah, there was no choice scarf to be had, and you still get outsped by mons that shouldn't outspeed you at all.
Because the Switch and the phone can't connect, which is unfortunate. Trevor says, game favors the other players after a point. Every move starts to miss. Never land status effects. But
and get this, yeah, they even in snow, Blizzard keeps whiffing. That's the other problem. Like Blizzard keeps whiffing even in snow. And like it's not like they use double team or detect or any of those like moves that gave them invasiveness or anything. And like it's 100% accuracy Blizzard. It's in snow. And we even have Tailwind up. And like it just keeps whiffing.
But they can and will. Another example, tried Thunder 3 times and all missed, but the opponent, of course, landed their Fire Blast. After 2 consecutive days of it, yeah, it's rigged to cheat someone.
Oh my god.
18, that's amazing. It's the second time that I find a Pokemon with a different color that I shouldn't have. Why they keep...
Okay, this one's a little, like, yeah, this just shinies.
Keep on glitching. I won't take any of them. I don't want my account to be banned for bug abusing.
God.
Please fix your game. Yo.
I really haven't found a single shiny on my main
I haven't
account.
found a shiny either, fam. I haven't found a damn shiny either, man.
That's literally insane.
Dude, so many people are getting... That's crazy. Because it says, you know, I was excited for this. But turns out you are at an insane disadvantage due to not having opponents. No, if this had said not having Pokemon, I'd agree with them completely. People can just have Pokemon no member of your team could win. 3v3 is horrible. It is nothing but a string of lucky situations if you win. I mean, I agree. You cannot know the slightest about your opponent. If they click moves randomly or play as well as a world champion, complete luck. Second, what Pokemon they pick and what do they lead with. Third, luck aspects such as speed ties and so on. This is a pretty tame one though, I'm not gonna lie. Like I get it. You don't know what the opponent's thinking. You don't know what you're thinking. 3v3 is tough. Don't listen to all the people saying this game is no skill and RNG. They are just bad. You have to learn a bit about competitive play because it's a lot more than click the strongest move and win, like in the main games. But it's really fun if you take the time to learn, and you won't always win. But you can learn and pull off and win next time. This person is trying...
Makes sense. That makes sense in theory, but in actuality, again, you run into like... Again, like... You have so many game-breaking bugs that shouldn't be happening. And like... You end up being outsped by a bunch of mons that should not outspeed you, and you still get outsped and one-shotted even in snow and Tailwind. And they don't even have Tailwind. And they don't even have any other abilities. They don't even have Quick Claw. They don't even have Choice Scarf or any of those things. And you still get outsped and one-shotted. And like, they don't even use a priority move or anything like that. And you still get outsped and one-shotted. Like the game is just getting more and more egregious as time goes on.
Trying to fucking be a lighthouse in a stormy night. They actually put this right there to save people. It's true though. At the end of the day, right? Pokemon's a learning game. It's a tough game. You learn from your losses.
Not true at all.
But you also got to figure out how to learn from the losses. You can't just lose and be like, oh, if you're not thinking about what I did wrong, you're automatically going, oh man, they outsped me, but you're not thinking about what the properties of Sucker Punch did, or oh my god, why'd they outspeed me? There's Choice Scarf, which a lot of people are stuck with. Oh, okay, but look at Austin Porter. Earthquake is far too powerful. He's right, and you can put it on damn near any Pokemon out there. One shots almost every single time. It's annoying when nearly every match is someone spamming it. Not much strategy. Defense means nothing in the game. Have Pokemon 250 plus defense, being one.
In my case, I keep running into mostly stall teams.
One shot or one hit take 90% of the health. Let me tell you what homie is using.
What?
Let me tell you what boy's team is. All right, let me tell you what this guy is definitely using in this game. Let's go to Pokemon Champions and let's sort by fire type. Let's sort by fire type. This person is using Arcanine. Let's keep sorting by fire. They got Arcanine. They got Chandelure.
Well, I was thinking they got an Aggron too, because they got something with high defense.
No, that's what I'm saying. 250. You're right. 250 defense. You're absolutely right. They definitely got regular Aggron, no Mega. 255. I feel you though. I feel you. I agree with you though. Earthquake is too. You're literally right. By the way, they're literally using Aggron.
The thing is, like, my mons have Earthquake too, and yeah, it just keeps whiffing. It's just not fun.
Like they're not Mega evolving it, which is crazy.
Yeah, it's just a regular Aggron.
Just a regular Aggron. Damn, good call. Poor Scolipede got a bad ability while we got Contrary Staraptor. Facts.
That's real.
Facts. Hold up. This if you're actually rating them based on the Mega abilities, hold up. This is just pure facts. Hated everything. Every single part of it.
Every single part of it, yeah.
These are the best because
Elaborate.
this doesn't even tell people what to improve on. I just hated every damn part of this game. This game is very unforgiving for new players that are not familiar with advanced in-game mechanics. You know, that is a super fair. That is extremely fair. Pokemon is not an easy game to immediately get into, and the games themselves don't actually make it easy to learn competitive. Like the games don't. This is the very fair take.
They give you 10,000 VP for the tutorials. You got this.
Well, I'm not. Wait, there's more to this. The game is very forgiving for new players that are not familiar with advanced in-game mechanics because losing streaks doesn't provide any in-game currencies.
Another thing too, yeah, you get 10,000 VP for completing the tutorials. Technically, yes, but like, you have no idea how fast that 10k drains.
Making it impossible to make adjustments to Pokemon movesets and abilities. Yo, low-key, remember when I played that game that Chimpact ghosted me and I got 1 VP? Not recommended for casual players. Better stick to mainline Pokemon games instead of the Sweatfest. Honestly, this is a fair take.
That's not 1 star. First of all, this game teaches you how to play the game through the tutorial.
I mean, to an extent.
No, it does not.
You learn about.
No. You can learn like a basic thing, bro. You can't say that because you already know how to play Pokemon, dude.
You're gonna get confused if you just follow the tutorial. The tutorial's like, yo, click super effective mode.
You're literally gonna come here and give a 1-star review if you do the tutorial. I agree that this is not a 1-star review. I agree this should not be 1 star.
All right.
I think this is.
I would definitely give this 0 stars if I could.
So you're saying they should give you better tutorials and more VP for those tutorials.
I do think that if you're losing, you could get a little bit more VP. I'm not saying you can get half the VP you get for winning, but like I think I agree.
To be honest, they need to just.
This is definitely a 1-star game.
I don't know who the representative is for Pokemon America, but they need to just redirect you to his YouTube channel. They just got to redirect you to somebody's YouTube channel so that way you can actually see how to play.
No, legit. Go to Aaron's. Like Cybertron's channel or something like that. Exactly. I do think as well what Frosty said, they should have more in-depth tutorials as you get farther in the game, or at least if they notice you losing. Hey, you, looks like you're having trouble there, buddy. Check out this tutorial. like reminders like that, or
No, that'd be crazy. That'd be crazy.
no,
Yeah,
no,
don't
no,
do
no
that.
toxic, no toxic, no
Hey
toxic.
man, you taking a lot of super effective damage. Here's the type chart.
Yeah, don't try to embarrass me like that. I don't like that.
I'm just saying that there definitely should be a second wave of tutorials for more. There should be the easy tutorials, which is the beginning, and then more advanced tutorials. First of all, it's literally pay to win. Secondly, the cheat reporting system sucks. There's Asian server where I play is a nightmare. For some reason, I always get the players there who always manage to get my counter, and it happened more than 3 times in a row after the first 2 matches, so I was convinced that it's not a coincidence. If you guys can please do something about hackers out there, then it would mean a lot. And I'll download this back if it's pay to win BS is limited, or else forget about it. Yo, I'm not
Again, yes, the Japanese are already using cheat software to help with this game, so it's like, yeah, they really are cheating, and yes, the game is like extremely pay to win. It gets a lot more egregious very fast.
not gonna lie, yo, BSS sometimes feels
No,
like
no,
that.
no. BSS, no, you're right. I keep forgetting that like sometimes people don't play VGC, but BSS, it does feel like,
BSS
oh,
does-
why do they have the perfect matchup
No,
against me? every
BSS
single
literally
time?
feels like that. Quite literally feels like that. Flood
So you
is
gotta
literally
go-
pay to win though, so I agree. No exploration and capturing Pokemon in the wild and limited amount of box space is very disappointing.
All that aside, just let us have the mons we actually want. Like, why do we have to keep drawing through a bunch of random boxes that, a bunch of random lineups, sorry. Well, a bunch of random lineups, sorry. But like, why do we have to go through a bunch of random lineups that, like, most of the mons are bloatware. There's only like a handful of mons that are actually good enough for competitive. Like the rest are all horrible. So it's like, so they're making it intentionally, they're making it blatantly obvious that the whole thing is just a gacha game. They're not even making things fair.
And added that we mobile players cannot buy the starter pack. That's a legitimate thing too. That's annoying. Also, more box spaces are locked behind a membership that gives you temporary 1,000 plus places only when you have the membership. Justice for mobile players! I will be uninstalling. There's zero fun playing this game, just to battle others and absolutely nothing else. Won't be coming back until there's something good done. The not being able to buy.
Like, just like that. Like, I would much rather get Winds and Waves on mobile than this slot. And then if I were to have the competitive battling in Winds and Waves rather than Pokemon Champions, like, things would be a lot more fair, because then if you get a mainline series game through MOBA, then you can at least hunt for the mons you want and then progress through there.
The membership on phone is stupid though. Is it just because they don't want, like, if you have it from iPhone, for instance, they have to give a cut of it to the iPhone? Is that what they don't want? 1 star until
That's
they
true.
fix the absolutely and obviously terrible rule that a battle is automatically a draw when the time runs out.
Usually it's a loss if you run out of time, by the way. And yes, it is based on how many Pokemon you have left. But even then, in most cases, you do end up with a loss, even if you have more mons.
It'd be really easy to decide the match based on something meaningful. How many Pokemon faint or how many HP you have left? This is true. This is absolutely true.
You're right, Nate.
This is literally, Nathan is speaking facts. In the actual tournaments, like in VGC, it does tell you. It'll say, oh, my HP's higher or whatever, and I'll give it to you. Sometimes it's wrong though, which is funny. I've been playing Pokemon Champions and reaching Master Ball, Ultra Ball. I noticed a strange issue. No matter how fast a Pokemon is, I never get to first turn to attack. It doesn't matter what I do. I've played around 66 matches in the Ultra Ball rank, and not a single time have I got first. I don't know if it's a bug, a game mechanic, or something is wrong. Has anyone ever experienced this? Also, having only 40 Pokemon start shots is not enough. I agree with that last part. You think they're using slow Pokemon, guys, or what do you think they're doing?
Again, there is something wrong with how the speed checks are done. Like, I can't believe I have to regurgitate this like multiple times, but like, again, I had Mega Frosslass in snow and Tailwind. My opponent had nothing, like no priority moves, no priority abilities, no quick claw, no choice scarf, no speed, no priority based abilities or anything like that. and we get outsped by like really slow Pokemon like Aggron and like and what have you. Also, Fake Out is super OP. Get rid of Fake Out, please.
Like I feel like if you're not, I mean, I feel like Ultra Ball 1 was harder than Master Ball, personally. Most likely they're getting hit by Fake Out, like some Fake Out, and then Trick Room's going up and up, and the rest of the teams are still going there. Tailwind. Horrible, even trying to go by stat weaknesses, constant losses. The Pokemon move Earthquake does damage to flying types. Don't remember that move being able to affect any Pokemon levitating or
That is probably Scrappy or some other ability.
flying and Ruby and Gold. Okay, levitating is interesting. They're getting
It's been a while, OG.
their Pokemon levitating might not necessarily mean the levitate ability. They might still have a Gengar, and that might in their head still have levitate. No way it's Mold Breaker Excadrill. No way it's Mold Breaker Drill. Ain't nobody using Drill. Damn.
It's probably Mold Breaker Excadrill. Like I have some mons that have Mold Breaker too.
The amount of cutscenes this game has in the start is insane. Not a lot of graphics. If they only had gone for 2D combination, Gator, then it would have been much lag. And now you know, if this had like ended with like, you can't win any game, I felt like referring back to the cutscenes, but it didn't. That's some valid.
The cutscenes are crazy though. Like, what is the point?
There's no point. Like, there's lore in the game, but there's no story. Why the fuck do I need the lore?
Yeah.
Choice Scarf is bugging. I use Ditto with Imposter and have Choice Scarf, so basically I can outspeed the same amount I copy, but it won't. Happens to 5 games now. Bro's either fighting Tailwind. No. He says I copy, but it won't. Well, he could just be fighting a Choice Scarf Mon as well.
Yeah, he could just be losing speed ties. Could be Tailwind.
Yeah, like if it's Bash Legion, it could just be double Choice Scarf.
Yo,
But then why? Then why are we losing speed ties consistently? That's the other problem.
I need to see people complaining about Zoroark in this.
I'm surprised we haven't seen that. To be fair, I don't think they're gonna name it because they don't even know what the name is for it.
Really good game. 2 stars.
Maybe just like the starter pack. I can't get the starter
That's
pack.
crazy.
Really good game, 2 stars. Trash, 2 stars.
Hey, it's a really good game, but I just really don't want to give it a high rating.
Give Slurpuff back its belly drum, please. An alluring voice would be great
Wait,
too.
they took away belly
They
drum?
took away belly
Yeah,
drum
they
from
took belly
Slurpuff for
drum.
no reason. For literally no reason.
We didn't want a belly drum on Burdenmon on the ladder in BSS.
That is ass. Slurpuff is not a good pawn.
This is not a Zoomeril.
It's a draft mod.
It is a draft mon, and Mount has it, but it doesn't have belly drum.
Right,
Yo,
there's
this
not a
is
word.
a lot of people's problems. Honestly, I'm excited to play this game. I like how it's made the graphics effects truly amazing. The battles are amazing, especially the Pokemon. But the one that made me annoyed is when my first turn, the enemy always got the first turn, and for me, I got the second turn, and I always be disadvantaged, and I always lose. No, it's part of the game, but the enemy always gets the first strike. When it's eliminating my Pokemon, I don't do anything but to watch my team fall. Yeah, I need to give them. I might have to give them. I might have to give them for rigs.
Pokegame tip number 1: use the draft.
It's all meta or nothing, and that kind of cramps my play experience. But I'm not a competitive nut. I'd appreciate some combat.
Again, the other problem with this is like, oh, just get the Farigiraf. That might sound good in theory, except for the fact that like most of the mons you're forced to like, it's a beggars can't be choosers situation every time, and you just never get the mons you want. So it's like, what's even the point?
Boots or some kind of shoe besides sneakers. Oh, I thought they were making a reference to heavy duty boots. They're actually talking about the
They were
shoe.
making a reference
Vast,
to
yeah,
this too.
vast appreciation for being able to choose my lash length and lip color on a male character, though. So thank you, Kitten Love Soup. All right, I guess that's.
I mean,
this
the
is-
character customization is kind of weird, but sure.
Yeah, it's got less than you think it would.
But here's the thing: the one thing that I don't like about the character customization is that on the rankings and on your friends list, it shows a generic picture of you instead of like the actual picture.
Dude,
of what
I still haven't added
customize
a friend
as.
in this game because I don't. What's the point of it? What does it do?
So I can pocket watch.
Bro
I was
doesn't
like,
know
oh,
Okay.
Bro doesn't know that if you add friends, you can see their rank.
yeah, because right now I'm higher than Moxie, and I don't even play VGC.
Please remove Megastaraptor. It's so annoying and
Facts, Megastaraptor is like really busted, and like yeah, a lot of the other Megamons like say like which ones are they, like a lot of the dragon based ones, like those guys really have got to go.
ugly.
That bird that I hate.
That is crazy.
I actually like the design on it.
I like the design too. I think it looks like
It's a good design.
it looks like a paradox Pokemon. It should have been in Scarlet Violet as a paradox one.